most people would complain about, but we could use some more rain for our garden, so we're not going to complain. I mean, we don't have to water it for once. Right, Dad?
Thanks for reminding me. I was going to complain about the rain today, but you brought up a good point.
No, yeah, we don't mind. We don't really care for the fact that it's coming through our leaky roof. I mean, not big fans of that, but at least the garden will be getting a nice healthy drink.
Yeah, you were thinking that we might have to water it, but
yeah, I was kind of hoping we could put it off.
Because it definitely got enough rain you don't have to water it. I was surprised how much it was raining earlier this morning. I got up a little bit before daybreak, I guess it was around daybreak, and it was coming down pretty good then. I said, wow, I thought it was just going to be showers.
Yeah, I'm guessing the system changed a bit. Good morning, American Girl.
Hey,
how are you doing today?
How are things up in the Poconos, as we say from this part of the state? Up, down? I don't know where that comes from. Up in elevation, maybe?
I think it's a Pennsylvania thing. We're in such a big state.
Well, you know, a friend of mine in Philadelphia always says down to here. So everything, I guess, from his perspective, Philadelphia is at the top of the hill.
Really? He says down to here?
Yeah, he always says down.
I never knew that.
We always say down to Philly. He says, down to Allentown.
That's funny. We're doing good, American Girl. I guess you could say we're a little grumpy because we had to get up early, but otherwise we're okay. She says it's raining here also. Yeah, I think it's a big system that's moving through. I haven't had a check the radar.
You mentioned it was a coastal storm?
I think it's coastal.
So does that mean as we go closer to the coast, we'll get more rain?
Well, I was basing on the coastal because Piscataway was calling for coastal flooding. So let me look.
I didn't even think that town was along the coast. Isn't it along the Raritan River?
Okay.
Piscataway. A real New Jersey name, isn't it?
You could say that really bad, too. Well, I guess it really isn't entirely coastal. I guess it's coming across.
It's coming up the northeast from the...
Yeah. It's pretty big, though. It almost covers all of PA. It's raining pretty good in Maryland right now, parts of Delaware, New Jersey. I'm kind of driving in the worst of it, right? Almost the worst of it right now. Dark green. Some yellow here or there.
Oh, that's kind of good to know. That means it probably won't be worse than this.
Unless we're going to literally bring it with us. Let's hope not. But we'll see. It'll be whatever it is. Thank goodness for rain jackets and umbrellas. The umbrellas are still in the trunk, right?
Yeah, there's 2 in the trunk.
Alright, perfect.
Of course, if it's pouring when you get out of the car, that won't be convenient.
No. It'll be whatever it is. So last night I decided to rename my Facebook page.
Oh, did that happen?
Yeah, it's official. It's no longer Gwen's Convoy Meeting Notes. It's now just Gwen's Notes. And it's GWYN''S and then the word notes. NOTES. Facebook approved my name change.
You had mentioned there were a couple of reasons you did that. I guess one of them was it was a very long name. It's a mouthful.
Yeah, I realized at the Pennsylvania Coalition rally that it was a really long mouthful because when people asked me how to find it on Facebook and I told them how to find it, they just started handing their phones to me and saying, "Can you type that out for me?" And after doing that, I don't know, 7 times. I was like, I gotta have a shorter name. This is too long. Cause I was trying to get the stream set up and such, and it's like I don't have time to put it in everybody's phones,
Yeah.
I got to make some business cards so it's easier to hand out the streaming information, so it's easier for people to find the live streams. Someone suggested using business cards, so I was like, oh, that's a brilliant idea. So having a shorter name works better for getting it to fit on the business card. So that's always a plus. Oh, that's a smart idea. American Girl says, go to a motel that has a covered drive entrance, jump out, grab your umbrella, and stay dry. It's one way of getting it out of the trunk without getting wet.
I guess the other reason is the name kind of goes back to when the TPC was in operation and traveling across the country. But we really haven't been doing convoys. It's more or less now in the movement phase.
Yeah, pretty much the convoys in America have fizzled out or died down or moved to, movement phases, like you said. So it makes sense to change it.
Still convoying to events, which is, that can be a lot of fun. That can garner some interest.
Yeah, I'm not against the convoys or anything. Like, if there's a convoy and we're a part of it, yeah, I'll stream it, but it doesn't really make sense when I'm covering other events to have the word convoy meeting notes in it. It just sounds a little bit weird.
I remember we went to the state capitol, Harrisburg, for a rally, and we did a mini convoy.
That was fun.
There were a number of them that did that. That was pretty good.
I think we had, 7 from each side of the state, 7 different routes.
Yeah.
It was a lot.
So I hope that we're still doing that in different states. The bridge deck coming up here is really bad on the right side.
Oh, yeah. It needs to be ground down. Or filled in or something.
Getting some static about what you've been covering too. You were telling me a little bit about that.
Oh, with the 1776 restoration movement?
Yeah, stuff involving finances.
Yeah, some people. There was someone that was upset that I was sharing the information on the financial side of things. But it's all public information. It's on their website.
I don't think you really had an agenda there, did you?
No. I know there's people on my page that have donated money that wanted to, know what the finances are going to be like, and unfortunately, they're not either in the group or they don't know how to find it on the website, or they don't have time, so they just use me as a resource, so I can post the updates and they check it out. I mean, they were promised, weekly updates, and they haven't gotten weekly updates.
You're not really judging that one way or another. You're just stating fact.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, So they've been doing kind of like monthly updates. So they said they were going to share the bank statements, but I hadn't seen them post it. And then the other day I was on the website. I'm like, oh, there's the bank statements.
Well, there you go.
So they're public. Anybody can go to the website and click on it. So I just shared it on my page, and someone said that I was being mean by sharing it and calling me a BS for posting it. Like, whatever. If you don't like it, just scroll on.
fixed. Maybe it didn't work out great, but they did go into DC and they did stay. I got to give them credit for that. Boy, it was hot when they were doing that too.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the announcement. Let's see.
We're at 78 East in Allentown right now. Or at Allentown.
Alright, so Hippie Mama, which is Adrian Shea, wrote on Facebook 13 hours ago in the group. 1776 Restoration Movement group. I know there's a lot of confusion. 1776 Restoration Movement is still in the replanning phase. There are some things that have not been hashed out as of yet. Please bear with us while we work through all of this. The property you saw on Frankie Bobby's Live is not 1776 Restoration Movement. We are still exploring multiple options. Thank you for your patience and understanding. She put that out yesterday. There was a live that was done by Frankie Bobby showing someone signing for property, and some people thought that was for 1776.
That was something else.
But apparently, according to Hippie Mama, that is not for 1776. So I'm not sure what that property's for. There were some 1776 people there, so I don't know. I guess only time will tell on that. But it's, according to Hippie Mama, it's not an official 1776 property. Where they are, I have no idea. Tressa says there's always going to be something that someone's going to be upset about.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Isn't it?
it really is.
You know, I don't think we've agreed with everything either. Nobody's going to agree with everybody all the time.
We wouldn't be human if we did, you know. You'd be a bot.
What I don't understand are the people that say they're for freedom, but then they work against freedom movements.
Yeah, that I don't understand.
It's like my freedom movement's better than your freedom movement.
It's like, can't we just work together?
Yeah, that's not good. The socialists don't work like that.
Yeah.
They kill each other after they win. That's how that works.
Tristan says, thank you, Heavy Mama, for clearing it up. Yeah, that was really good. It was really confusing yesterday. I didn't want to post anything on my page on Facebook. It was called Gwen's Convoy Meeting Notes, but now it's called Gwen's Notes. Because I didn't want to spread any misinformation. So I was like, I'm going to wait till there's an announcement to clear the air, because it was very confusing.
Yeah, it's not
Frankie Bobby was trying to make it seem like it was legit.
Maybe he got confusing information too.
Yeah, who knows?
He was there though, right?
He was there, and he claimed he was part of the one logistical teams for the movement, so I don't know. Hard to say. Hopefully they can get it sorted out, and, you know, hopefully setting up the state groups goes well for them.
Yeah.
This pothole they have not fixed in 10 years.
Yeah, really.
Isn't there? There's another one up here somewhere.
Should have it memorized by now.
I have trouble seeing it in the rain right there.
Now I wonder if you've got a car that has the ability to drive itself, does it just hit every pothole in the road, or does it try to avoid them?
I don't know. It's a good question.
I kind of wonder about that.
I have to blow out the road.
Yeah, hopefully the organization does keep everybody up to date, because I think what happens too is if people don't get any information, then this speculation and rumor starts to spread, and that's not good either.
No.
So it's kind of a no-win situation when you're on the other side there. You know, you may not want to reveal everything you're doing for strategic or safety reasons, but if you keep people in the dark, then they're going to start to wonder what's going on. And,
The rumor mill just goes to town.
yeah.
I know it was nice that David Rydell went on WYSIWYG's stream and Oreo's stream in the last week or so to clear some things up, which is good. The only critique I had was maybe do a written announcement following up with that kind of thing, because a lot of people don't have time to watch, 2.5 hours of streams. It's a lot of streams to watch, because they're both over an hour. So,
Yeah, that is a lot.
so like maybe just do a short blurb announcement on your social channels or website or something when you do something like that, so people who can't watch the stream like that kind of get the cliff notes. Tressa says the best Nightbot answer I've seen was, quote, "Thank you for your complaint. We'll be glad to address it as soon as Trump is president again." That is good. I haven't seen one of those before. That's actually funny. Usually the Nightbots are like, be nice, or, check out this channel or donate or whatnot. That's funny.
That is a really funny one. I like it.
Maybe I need to get Nightbot now.
They just have Nightbot say
Funny things. That's good.
have Nightbot say, "Dark Brandon's watching you."
Yeah. Well, you have a new nickname for YouTube. You came up with it today.
Oh, Biden's puppy?
Brandon's puppy.
Brandon's puppy, okay. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. After his hate speech, as we like to call it, all of a sudden, anything involving, that movie we can't talk about was getting censored.
Well, they were censoring it pretty good before, but it's gotten worse. Hopefully 1776 will keep their members informed. Once they eventually enact the membership, I don't think I'm going to pursue that. We're planning on trying to cover a lot of Pennsylvania events this fall, at least several big ones, so I think we're going to be pretty busy trying to pull that off. That it's going to be kind of hard to stay up on all the things that 1776 is up to if they start doing events and such.
We got an event coming up really soon, don't we?
Yeah, we got one coming up this coming weekend.
Is it this weekend?
Yeah. Let me grab the paperwork for it. I wrote it along. But I cannot remember all the speakers. But I would hate to miss one. Because that would be embarrassing.
Is this the one that's in Lancaster County?
Yes, the one that's at Spooky Nook.
Spooky Nook. Big sports place.
Manheim, Pennsylvania.
We went there a couple times to watch some field hockey games. Back when the U.S. national team was, that was their headquarters. That was their home base for a while.
Yeah. That was really good.
It's too bad that didn't work out longer term. It certainly was good for the sport in our part of the country.
Yeah, I would have loved to have Team USA stay. That would have been cool. American Girl said, I'd love to go meet you guys. Alright, I will shoot you an email, American Girl. really awesome to meet you. You might have to meet us in 2 different rooms though. I say that because we're trying to set up, because there's 2 different rooms for the event. They're going to have speakers in both rooms apparently. I don't know the exact schedule. I'm hoping to have that in my hands tomorrow if all goes well. And then I can share that with everybody. So once I get that, I'll share that out with you. So my dad's probably going to have to be in one room. I'll have to set it up for him with the channels and everything and power. And then I'll have to go in the other room and set it up there. So you might have to hop back and forth. But it would be great to see you though. Renee on Facebook says, I'm 65 years old and I miss the America I grew up in. Yeah, America's really changed. Sadly, not for the better. I'm not as old as you, but I've noticed it just in my short life how much it's changed. I'm not happy about it.
76 miles to New York City. We'll be getting a bit closer on the way to our destination today.
Alright, so back to the event that we'll be covering next weekend, which will be Saturday, September 17th. It's Constitution Day. It'll be held at Spooky Nook, which is a sports center in Manheim, Pennsylvania. The address is 75 Champs Boulevard, Manheim. That's MANH 545. This is a Grassroots Unite PA event. So you can go to grassrootsunite.com to get more information. .com/constitution-day to look it up. You can also just, search it in your search engine. I recommend not, the G1, use maybe DuckDuck. But essentially, it's a We the People event. They're going to have no elected leaders speaking, and they're encouraged to come listen. We'll hear from leaders of grassroots groups across the Commonwealth who are working to hold our officials accountable. There may be a few areas between the differences between the grassroots groups, but there are several big reasons why they're uniting. So some of the corporate sponsors, which is pretty cool, is we got the American Association for Physicians and Surgeons, which are, very, informed consent, pro-choice in that terms. Spooky Nook, Lancaster Bounce House is providing some bounce houses for the kids, which is cool. PA Liberty Alliance, St. Boniface, which is a local media group for Lancaster, which is really exciting. Some other co-sponsoring groups include Free PA, which Scott and I are both part of, Health Freedom Pennsylvania, PA Economic Growth PAC, Pennsylvania Coalition for Informed Consent, BCIC, Alliance for Liberty is also co-hosting the event. I will be streaming for them on some of their official channels, which will most likely be Rumble and YouTube. Again, I'm not sure which room's going to be streaming what yet. I'm hoping to get that information tomorrow. Honorary Vita is also a co-sponsoring group. Moms for Liberty, Reopen York, White Rose Freedom Warriors, PA Informed Consent Advocates, Informed Consent Pennsylvania, and if you want to, you can still be a sponsor as far as I know. Just reach out to them on the website. So when you go to the website, make sure you go to the Eventbrite link on the website to RSVP. Adults are $5, children are free. It's an all-day event, so 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. You can come and go if you want. Just don't bring any food inside, because the rules say you can't bring any food. There is a food court inside. There's a hotel if you want to, travel and stay over the night. Some of the speakers, don't know which is going to be which room yet, but we got Billboard Chris. He's going to be speaking about empowerment and not confusion. Tabitha Below is going to be speaking about connecting in community. Dr. James Lyon Wheeler of IPAC will be speaking about informed consent. Dr. Shamini Wheeler will be speaking about medical transparency and uncoupling the Goliath. Dr. Tracy Stroop is a naturopathic doctor who will be speaking about wellness and medical freedom. Lois Panashiki from Moms for Liberty will be talking about we do not co-parent with the government. Tony Shoup from Audit the Vote will be talking about restoring our elections. Kurt Weaver of the PA Family Institute is going to be talking about life after Roe, cultivating a culture of life. Charlie Garreau, which is the CEO of Quantum Communications, is going to be talking about state sovereignty and federal overreach. And Connor Boyack, author of Tunnel Twins from the Libertas Institute, is going to be helping markets lead to America's really excited for. I don't know how many of you follow the Amish farmer story in Pennsylvania, but Amos Miller is an organic farmer who raises, his food organically and processes it himself. He does, cattle and stuff like that, and also, regular vegetables and stuff. He's actually going to be coming out to speak about overregulation and intrusion into the private domain, so I'm really super excited to hear him speak. The next one is going to be the Article 5 Convention Panel discussion and presentation by Ken Quinn and Joanna Martin. Matt Krause of Wall Builders is going to be talking about America's founding fathers and the Constitution. Sam Faddis of Unite PA is going to be talking about election integrity. And Ken Lang is going to be the MC for the event. There will also be music, either being streamed or a DJ, they're not sure yet. There's going to be games for the kiddos, there'll be bounce houses, different activities for them to do. So that way, mom and dad want to listen to a speech, the kids will be okay. There'll be free games such as cornhole, can jam, Jenga, trash pong, and ladder golf. Some of that sounds quite interesting. I'd like to know what can jam and trash pong are and ladder golf. There's additional recreation options that you can do, such as rock climbing and arcade, but those would be at additional cost, obviously. So it'll be really exciting. And one of the quotes that they use for the event is from Ronald Reagan. This freedom is never more than one generation away from extinction. We didn't pass it to our children in the bloodstream. It must be fought for, protected, and handed on for them to do the same. For one day we will spend our sunset years telling our children and our children's children what it was once like in the United States where men were free. End quote. In that spirit, we must ensure that our generation is faithful in protecting that freedom for our posterity. A strong showing is vital for any grassroots movement, whether at a school board meeting, local grassroots events, or statewide events like this one. The aim for the event is to be the Woodstock of good ideas for our future. Bring your family, bring your friends, celebrate liberty and our Constitution. Help send a message to Harrisburg that the unrepresentative establishment politics will no longer be tolerated. To that end, we'll be recruiting candidates to challenge entrenched establishment and elected officials. And that's on both sides, not just one party. So it's pretty exciting. Hey, good morning, John. I was just going over our upcoming event for Grassroots Unite PA that we'll be covering. We'll be covering it for Lions for Liberty and also on my channels as well. So that way we have both sets of streams if everything works out to plan. There's 2 different rooms. We can fit 5,000 people at the Spokane Sports Center. Which is a lot. So if you're not busy next Saturday, definitely come out. Make sure you RSVP though on the website. So go to grassrootsunite.com/constitution-day. You'll find all the information there, and it'll be really exciting. John says, looking forward to it. Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. We're hoping to go to stream both rooms, so hopefully that all works out. Because we all know how technology can be.
It makes me nervous just thinking about that.
I know. Especially since you won't be able to call me because my phone will be streaming.
Oh, we need more phones.
Yeah. John says, drive safe. It's raining hard here in Eastern PA too. Yeah, it's raining pretty good. Unfortunately, the view is not very good today. But the conversation's good.
We're on 78 going east. We're just about at the Delaware River, crossing into New Jersey soon. Going in the free direction. Got to pay to go the other way.
Yeah.
When a friend of mine said you have to pay to get out of New Jersey, I thought she was joking.
Yeah,
Really?
when she told me that too, yeah, when I was little. I didn't believe it at first. Something about New Jersey, you have to pay to leave it.
It's always the other. It's always against New Jersey. Even if you're coming west into Pennsylvania, you got to pay. Even if you're going east into New York, you got to pay.
New York is really. I heard that their fees went up a lot. I don't know what they are now, but some of the bridges and stuff that they charge for.
Were they going to the spot pricing where time of day was going to be a factor?
Yeah, I think that's what it was. The spot pricing. I couldn't remember the name of it.
That's just another little way your freedom is restricted. Oh yeah, you can cross over in rush hour, but you're going to pay double.
Yeah, I don't like that. It's more control. Renee on Facebook says, thank you all for everything you're doing. Safe travels and have a blessed day. Oh, thank you, Renee. I hope you have a blessed day too. Hopefully yours is a little drier if you were trying to go outside. We're intentionally going outside in the rain. I guess, well, maybe I'm technically dragging my dad out in the rain. I wanted to see Princeton play Rutgers today because it's a high-ranked match, and I really want them to beat Rutgers. And I know if they beat Rutgers and I'm not there to see it happen, I'm going to be so upset since we've lost the last 3 times against them. So I kind of want to be there for the victory. And I know I can't predict the future that they're going to win today, but I'm being positive. They played really good on Friday.
Rutgers had a pretty tough game against, they played Monmouth, right, on Friday?
Yeah, they had to go into overtime.
This is field hockey, by the way.
Yeah, I probably should have mentioned that. Yeah, I was surprised they had to go into overtime. But, Monmouth is a good team.
We're looking at the roster, and it's something like 40% foreign students now playing the game.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that.
That's something that we've been seeing trending over the years as we've been following the sport. There's more and more international players that are on these college teams. We've known quite a few international players on the Princeton team. And they're all nice people. It's not like we have an issue with it. It's just, I think our concern is that it's restricting opportunities for American girls at American universities.
It's going to be hard to build Team USA up for American field hockey if we are filling our college teams, our really good college teams, with foreign players. Most people that are probably watching don't realize, like, the Netherlands is #1 in the world for field hockey. And Germany's also really good. New Zealand's really good. Australia, Argentina. And we've been seeing an influx of a lot of international players coming to American schools, especially in the Division I category, because that's what we watch. But I'm sure it's happening in the other divisions too. We don't watch those divisions. We don't have time. And we love our foreign players on our team. I mean, they're good. It's just, it's not the best for American hockey.
You're not supposed to be nationalistic, right? That's bad.
John says, you're due for a win against them. I agree, John. The last time we played them, it was on my birthday in the rain. Was it 3 years ago? Or was it more than that? I don't remember.
I think we played them in the rain at Rutgers 4 years ago.
4 years ago. And it was really messy. We couldn't score to save our lives. I don't remember what the score was.
That was 1-0.
Yeah, we hit corner after corner though. We couldn't score. It was sad.
Yeah, we've lost 3 times in a row against Rutgers now. It's frustrating.
Last time we played them, we lost 3-1.
team over the last few years.
They got pretty far in the playoffs last year. They did really well.
In a way, it's good because I don't know. We've been watching it for a while, and the top teams are always University of Maryland or University of North Carolina. You kind of get tired watching a national championship between the same two teams, but for a while there, that's kind of what it was.
Yeah.
UConn, University of Connecticut had a good run for a while. Who actually played with one of the players on that team.
Yep, played with against Carly Highstand, which is...
They won the national championship the one year.
Yep, that was really exciting. She actually got 2, I think. Wasn't it 2?
Did they win twice?
I thought they did.
Everything kind of runs together after a while.
We've been watching field hockey, college field hockey for 16 years, so kind of get our years a little mixed up sometimes.
It's a mental challenge to just put it all back together. Think through it year by year.
I think they won at least. I feel like they won twice.
They might have. I know there was the one time they played and UNC came back from behind and beat them. It was.
Oh yeah, that was that 4-3 game. That was rough. 5-4 or something like that.
That was a pretty exciting championship game.
Well, let's see, last year Northwestern won, and then the previous 3, well, I guess technically 2 was 3 because they did like half season because of you know what. UNC won that. Most schools didn't play, and then the previous 2 years was UNC. And I think before that it was UConn.
But it's definitely been changing. There's been more and more international players on all of the teams.
Alright, so 2018 was UNC, 2017 was UConn, Delaware was 2016, Syracuse was 2015, so 2013 and 2014 UConn was back to back.
Okay. You're
Which
right
was
about
after
that.
Princeton, so.
Didn't we see the one in 2013 actually?
We went down there for the semifinal game. It was UConn against Duke, but we didn't stay.
I thought that was the final. That was in Norfolk. We went to Norfolk for that trip.
Why was it in the dark then?
It did get dark towards the end.
Was it the final? I guess it was.
I don't see why we would have gone for just a semifinal game and gone home.
Yeah, I guess we did stay.
So that was the first one when UConn won.
Yeah. I think what happened is Carly wasn't there for the first year. She went second. So I think she ended up getting it.
Yeah.
Freshman year and senior year is what happened.
Oh.
Because 2014 they won and then 2017 they won.
Okay.
I think her sister I'm not sure if her sister had graduated for the 2013 one or not.
Her sister was in the game where they lost to UNC.
Yeah, I'm not sure what year that was. That was Rael.
That could have been 2011.
Might have been. I'm not sure. I'd have to look it up.
think that was the first time. I was through here, I don't know, a month ago. They were doing work here. I guess they're going to build another lane for trucks.
Yeah, it looks like they blasted rock out.
Yeah, that's what they were doing.
Wow.
Want some souvenirs?
I don't think we were lifting that. The car would be dragging. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I was just shocked at how much rock there was.
Yeah, it looks like they've made some progress. Chopping away the mountain. Well, it certainly feels like I'm dragging the rain with me. It's not lightening up. I think it was the first time Northwestern won a championship.
Yeah. I think it was. That was awesome because two of our former Tigers were on that team.
Yeah, they were
Unfortunately, due to the thing that went around, Princeton didn't play during it, so when they came back, some of the girls took a year off, and they weren't going to be allowed back on campus to play, so they had to they went to different schools. They transferred over and saved their extra year of eligibility and finished out at different schools. Clara and Maddie.
I think, didn't they actually go to grad school?
Those two did, but I know some of them held back.
So they finished their senior year. Didn't play at all. They lost that year of eligibility too. So I don't know how that works, but
basically the NCAA said if you played less than half a season, then you get a free season. Went for their extra.
they went to graduate.
Yeah, because they didn't want to finish their senior year. But the current senior class at Princeton took the whole year off. That's why we didn't lose anybody last year.
Yeah, but they didn't take the year off. So how did they get that extra year?
They don't have it.
Okay. Oh, okay. It was like an extra reward. Some people get 5 years because they played a short season.
Yeah.
For those that played the short season,
It's an extra.
you got an extra year. But for those who didn't play any season,
You got nothing.
they got nothing.
Yeah. So that's the time that UNC got their third championship, even though there really wasn't a lot of people playing.
And everybody that played would play again.
Yep.
They got a redo, but the people that didn't play at all didn't get a redo.
Pretty much. So like Erin Matson right now for UNC is one of the best players in the country for Team USA as well. I mean, she's playing as a grad student now to play that extra year of eligibility they gave her. I mean, who wouldn't want to do that, you know?
I wonder if it was like that across all sports in the NCAA.
I don't know. It's a good question. Really good question. Are you done with that?
No, still trying to get it done.
There's the infamous diner.
Oh, yeah, there it is. Clinton Diner.
Stopped there a few times. Got a railroad car you can eat in, which is cool.
It's right along a remnant of old US 22. going to 287, right?
Yep. There's a disabled vehicle up here in about a mile. Curve.
So are we definitely going to be involved with the event in Newfoundland?
I'm still waiting to hear back confirmation on that, but I think so.
So it's tentative right now.
That's in early October. I think it's 7th, 8th, 9th, but there's disabled people right there.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, tentatively we'll be covering the October 7th events in Newfoundland, PA, which I will update information about later once I get the confirmation. Grab the flyer for that because I have that too.
You gotta miss some hockey games for that?
Actually, it works out I don't, unless we have to go on Sunday. But I don't really want to go on Sunday because that's the Northwestern game. Which would be a really good game.
We made some friends with parents on the team.
Yeah, they adopted us because we decided to go to Michigan last fall and cheer on, well, actually two teams, Northwestern and Maryland, because one of our Tigers went to Maryland as a grad student because of everything that happened. And she was also really good, and they both got into the semifinals on opposite sides of the bracket, so we cheered for them both. Unfortunately, Northwestern won their semifinal, so we got adopted into their family really quick. As soon as they knew that we were with Maddie and Clara, they're like, yeah, we'll take you in. And it kind of was cool as they're the Wildcats, so...
Unfortunately, they won.
Huh?
I thought you said unfortunately they won, but you mean unfortunately the team that played Maryland won?
I said unfortunately only one of them won.
Oh, okay.
Is what I meant to say, but maybe I said it wrong.
I probably thought you heard it right.
No, I might have misspoke.
The rain and the traffic.
Yeah, Susan says, I'm one of those silly people who love to drive in weather. Safe arrival in Piscataway. Yeah, we were hoping it would be dry, but, you know, Mother Nature is giving us some rain, which we desperately need, so...
It is kind of fun, driving in the weather.
Kind of interesting. Unfortunately, it doesn't make the view for you guys very, very good, but...
It's less fun when there's a lot of traffic. This road's sort of busy, so...
I'm surprised how busy it is for a Sunday morning, actually.
It's just not what it used to be, you know, there's just more cars everywhere.
Alright, so you were asking about the October event. So...
Yeah, this is the one in Newfoundland, right?
Yeah, Newfoundland. The Rod of Iron Freedom Festival. They have several events going on. It's like a whole festival from Friday through Sunday. So on Friday, October 7th, they start the festival off with a Save the Nation conference from 7:30 in the morning to 5 p.m. at the Sanctuary Church on 889 Main Street, Newfoundland, PA 18445. To learn more and register, you can go to freedomfaithandfamily.org. Again, that's freedomfaithandfamily.org. Or you can contact Lourdes at 570-249-1357 for more information. So they have multiple sessions at the church. They have breakfast in the morning at 7:30, and then 8:30 they have their first session, which is the role of churches in saving the nation. I'll just briefly go through the speakers here. We got Pastor Gary Haskell, Dr. Joseph Green, Pastor Corey Brooks. Session 2 at 10:30 will be Returning Our Nation to the Founder's Constitutional Vision. We'll have Robert Garabiro, hope I pronounced that right, and Ambassador Alan Keyes. And then at 12:30 it's lunch, but we'll have 2 special speakers, Trevor Loudon and Donna Jackson. And then session 3 is at 2:30, which is the fight to restore election integrity in our republic. Greg Stenstrom and Tony Shoup and Cheryl Chumley will be speaking. And 4:30 is Q&A and conclusion. This is a paid event. I believe it's $65 or $69 to attend. Help cover the cost of food, etc. There's breakfast and lunch. And then that evening, the Rod of Iron Freedom Festival is having a paid dinner, which is $50 a person. It's Champions for Election Integrity Dinner. It's on Friday, October 7th at 6:30 p.m. at the Rod of Iron Freedom Festival grounds. You can find more information and registration at coalitionforelectionintegrity.org. Again, that's coalitionforelectionintegrity.org. Or you can contact Lors at 570-249-1357. The speakers at that special dinner will be Ambassador Alan Keyes, Trevor Loudon, Greg Stenstrom, Tony Shoup, and Leah Hoops. So that's going to be exciting. Lions for Liberty reached out to us to live stream that event. The people that are running the event were looking for a live streamer, so we're working out the details on how that's going to work out. So as soon as we know that information, we'll share it. They also have stuff on Saturday and Sunday, which you can definitely find out on their website. And I'm not going to read through all that because it's a lot. There's they gave us a booklet at the Pennsylvania Coalition rally, and there's a lot of stuff going on. Definitely check out the website if you want to learn more.
It's an all-day thing. It starts early, doesn't it?
Yeah. So, the stuff on Saturday, they normally start looks like they start with breakfast at the Blooming Grove Fire Department. The festival opens at 10 a.m. And there's speakers all day, and in the afternoon they have seminars with different people. There's a lot. And it goes till 8 p.m. on Saturday. And then Sunday starts at 8:30 in the morning. Festival opens at 10 a.m. They have different speakers again. And different seminars in the afternoon. And it ends at 8 p.m. And they have a special candlelight prayer and keynote remarks and singing. So it's pretty cool. There'll be fireworks on Saturday night as well. I've never been to the Rod of Iron Freedom Festival, so I can't really tell you what to expect, but it does sound very interesting.
It's nice that they're going to allow streaming for those who can't attend or can't afford it.
In half a mile, we have a snake in the grass. Yeah, I think it's going to be really cool, so I'm excited.
I know some paid events they don't want that. It's closed. You can only pay to attend it.
Yeah. John Cook says, hot off the press, guys. The Philly Inquirer headline says, quote, Mastriano's bubble, quote, with tight security and talking only to friendly media, he has walled himself off. Well, we all know who the Inquirer is backing. Yeah, there's been a lot of hit pieces on Mastriano. They're trying to take him out.
Have you heard about they want him to appear, the January 6th Inquisition?
Well, I wouldn't have said that, but...
Oh, sorry.
You might upset Brandon's puppy.
Can't even mention the name, huh?
Well, I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully it doesn't get too unhappy. But, yeah.
Well, they want him to testify before the committee. And I guess he's fighting that
Yeah,
in court.
trying to.
He's trying to argue that it's an illegal committee, essentially, because it was the minority leader didn't get to pick the representatives on the committee.
American Girl says Freedom Festival is definitely worth going to. I'm registering for the event. American Girl, you could just put, if you want to put in free PA, or you could put my name in if you prefer. It's up to you. She's registering for the one first. Either free PA or my name, or Lions for Liberty, I guess. I'm not sure. It's super important.
I'm guessing that they want to try to make him look bad for political purposes by getting him in front of the committee.
Yeah, they want to take Max General apart. He's suing them.
Yeah, he is. That's why
Which is awesome.
Yeah.
So, I hope he wins. I really do. He's at 50-mile-an-hour speed limit. So.
I saw that. Should be coming up on 287, Route 287 soon.
Yep, it's roughly 2.4 miles.
It always seems like a long way. I guess it is about 30 miles from the border.
Yeah. It says we're roughly 19 miles away from the field, but it's trying to take us the other way rather than the way we looked at the maps last night. Remember how you can come in from the south or you can come in from the north? We came in from the north last time.
Coming in from the north looked better to me.
Yeah. So we'll just have to...
You got maps, right?
Yeah. I just don't apparently have very good charging cords because I wonder if that charging brick is damaged because I switched you over and you're charging now where it wasn't charging before.
Which brick is damaged?
No, you said you found one on your desk.
Oh, maybe that's why. Maybe there's a problem with it.
It's not charging because your phone sat at like barely any percentage and went up maybe 3%.
Yeah.
And now that I switched you over to my new power pack, it's going up like a rocket ship.
Okay.
Yeah, don't forget to hit the like, the subscribe button if you want to donate. I'll put the donating information in the chat so we can get more power banks.
I thought we're pretty good though with power banks now. That was an extra one.
We could all use more power. Especially if we have to do double streams. That's going to be a lot.
When I found it, I thought, oh, this could be good. Well, there's a reason I found it. Somebody left it behind.
Yeah, my brother probably said, oh, can you fix this? And we just forgot about it. Where is my donation information? Wow, I can't find it. American Girl says, I will see you next Saturday. Awesome. I'll look forward to seeing you. It'll be awesome to meet you in person. Like I said, I thought I heard something there. I couldn't figure out what it was. Didn't realize that he was on.
So we're heading 287 south. Or to the right. coming this way sometime in October for a game at Monmouth, New Jersey.
Yeah, that'll be fun. I hope we can come early to go to the beach. I'd love to take you guys to the beach. American Girl says, my girlfriend from Australia is watching. Can you give a shout out to the Aussie girl? Yeah, no problem. Definitely could do that. I'd love to visit Australia. Kathy says, ooh, yes, the beach. Yeah, I definitely I want us to come early. I'll bring the gimbal and we'll go for a walk on the beach, assuming it's not raining. Otherwise, everybody's having a good day or evening, anywhere you're watching in the world. It's a rainy Sunday morning here, and I guess we're in New Jersey now, aren't we?
Yeah, we've been
I got distracted by the chat, so I missed the sign.
about 30 miles or so.
So we're on 287 South right now. We're about, I don't know, 20 minutes away-ish, maybe a little more.
I'm in the land of I don't know what lane I should stay in.
Yeah, I'm not sure on that because it's going to try to get you off the road sooner than I want.
I thought we were going to end up merging to the left. I didn't realize this was going to be a parallel road.
Yeah, I didn't either. It's kind of weird.
That's okay.
Shout out to American Girl's friend in Australia. Thanks for watching the live stream.
Must be around midnight.
I was going to say, it depends on where you are in Australia as to what time it is. I used to play with some friends from Brisbane online, an online game. It was a lot of fun. I'm still in touch with some of them. It was really cool. I ended up on an Australia server by accident because my brother thought AUS was USA. We learned quickly in 5 minutes that wasn't the case, but it was really neat to meet people across the world virtually and get to know them and know the game. And it was a really great 5 years playing with them. Some of them moved over to the American servers when that server got shut down, which was cool. But a lot of them moved on to other games. She says it's 11:11 p.m. Oh wow, so 12 hours exact difference time zone wise.
Yeah, I wonder, do they have advanced time during the summer? They wouldn't right now, of course, because it's not summer, but we're in the summer daylight savings time, they call it. Otherwise, it would be 10:12 here, but because of the daylight advance, it's 11:12.
Yeah.
This 13-hour differential sounds familiar.
Yeah, I seem to remember that was quite common differential for us for planning ops and trainings and stuff for competitions.
You'd have some early morning events, right?
Yeah, we would. There was many times that I was going to bed when it was getting light out, and yeah, my schedule was pretty messed up. But I'm really grateful for my Australian and New Zealand friends because during that time I was dealing with a really bad case of Lyme disease, and I had some really rough nights. And it was nice having people awake on the other side of the world to talk to, and my family was asleep, and I just kind of needed someone to talk to. American Girl says when we change to 10:12, it'll be 11:12 for them.
Yeah, there's that 13-hour differential.
Yeah. Oh, I got a positive feedback about changing the name. Love the new name and all you do to keep us informed. You and your dad are amazing people. Hopefully I'll get to actually meet you in person. Thanks, Ted, on Facebook. For those that are joining late, I did rename Gwen's Convoy Meeting Notes on Facebook to Gwen's Notes. I've decided to drop the Convoy Meeting part because the convoys are not very active at this point in the United States, and I'm covering a lot of different freedom events, and it just got to be a mouthful. So when people tried to look me up, they had a little bit of trouble finding me because it was so long. So I decided to abbreviate it, and so far the feedback's been very positive. So I'm pretty excited. American Girl says, my Aussie girl is my soul sister. Heart. Oh, that's awesome. It's really cool to meet people all around the world. Right now, I currently play a game online, and I have some friends that are in England, Brazil, Canada. That's really neat. It's been very interesting talking about the things that have been happening the last few years with them as well, because every place did their own reaction to it. So it's definitely been interesting. I'm glad to see the rain's lightening up some. I hope that continues to be a trend. Hey, look, there's Perth. We found Perth. Perth Amboy.
It's the wrong Perth.
I know it's not the right Perth, but I know Perth, Australia.
I remember reading years ago about some observatories on the mountains near Perth, and always thought after that would be a really neat place to visit. But there's so much open country there that would be fascinating to explore.
Yeah, I have a friend, one of my friends I met through the gaming community. He's an imager. He does some astrophotography as well, but he does like family portraits and stuff like that, and senior photos. And he got some really cool. He likes to also capture the lightning storms off the coast of Brisbane, Victoria. I think other places that he goes to. Like he goes up in the mountains and off the coastlines to capture the storms. And it's really neat. Get some really cool time lapse photos. American Girl's like you said, in the middle of the night, she's up and there for me. Yeah, it's really cool. It's cool to have that. She liked my comment about Perth too. Yeah, I know it's not the right Perth, but that was just too funny.
As good as we can get.
It's the closest we can get today.
You know the old saying here that if you dug a hole, you come out on the other side of the world in China?
Yeah.
Well, actually, if we could drill through the center of the Earth and come out the other side, we would be in the ocean just west of Perth. I don't know how far into the ocean, but it would be somewhere in
Girl lives in south of Perth.
So it's on the west coast.
Yeah, she's on the west coast. Oh, cool. Definitely on the coast, for sure. So literally, looks like they have a bay that goes through the city. It kind of reminds me of Cape Cod.
Do you know how far we have to go yet on 287?
Not very far. Waze is gonna want you to get off at 3 miles, but we're going to the next exit.
Do you know the name or the number?
Route 18 is the way it wants to go.
Yeah, we're not going to do that though.
No.
Are we?
I don't know the number. It's just called Piscataway on the map. Washington Plaza Drive. And it's called Washington Ave going the other direction. It's actually the second exit after we get, no, it's the next exit after we pass 18. So maybe 2.5 miles. There's a lot of cool landmarks in Australia though. I'm trying to think of the rocks. If there's the infamous rocks, there's
Raritan River. It flooded really badly a year or two ago. They had some really bad floods through here. I forget which hurricane it was.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It's hard to keep track of it all. John says, my daughter is in South Korea. Yep, it's a 13-hour time difference to there. Oh, wow. That's amazing.
South Korea, wow.
You eventually get used to the time difference, but it takes a while.
There was another bucket.
Oh no, I missed that one.
Yeah.
The running joke with us is we like to stop for buckets because buckets are very useful, especially on the farm. So it's nice to have buckets for everything. And we've actually acquired a few over the years from along the side of the road. So you do sometimes find good buckets along the sides of the road.
Usually they're busted up though.
Yeah, most of the time they are. But not always.
I remember driving by a milk crate many times. It's like one time, like, let's just pick this thing up. It was totally trashed.
Yeah.
It's like, that's why nobody's picked it up. So probably the 50th person that stopped and looked at the crate and saw it was broken.
Probably.
So are we getting off here or next? It says Washington Avenue, so I think this is it.
Yeah, we want here. Yeah. It's going to be a sharp curve.
I recognize it.
I knew it was Washington
From
something.
the map. Yeah.
Because it actually changes names depending whether you go left or right.
Yeah, we're going left up here, correct?
Yeah. They call it Washington Ave to the left, and then on the right it's called Washington Plaza. It's weird.
What's this guy doing? Is he actually... Nobody in there, is there? It's like parked.
I don't see anybody in there.
Makes sense. It's the shoulder of the road, so... Washington Avenue.
American Ghost says, I agree with John. Thank you. No, you're welcome, guys. We got to give a huge thanks to Kathy, though, because Kathy at the Pennsylvania Coalition rally, I asked her to do me a favor to run around to all the tables to grab me any of the flyers so that I would know about upcoming events, because with live streaming, we really didn't have a chance to go out to the booths to grab flyers. So she went out and grabbed me every single event flyer that she could find. So that way we could pass on the information. So it's really thanks to her that I'm able to even pass it on to you guys.
It's also called 665. In New Jersey, they have county route numbers.
Yep, sorry I bumped you guys.
New York does too. I guess technically a lot of states do. Some of them don't label them so prominently.
Yeah. Hello, Kat. Thanks for joining the stream. Unfortunately, you're joining really late. We're almost there. Which means I'll be ending the stream shortly. But we'll definitely come back live after the game.
How far do we continue on this?
In 1.1 miles, we turn right.
Oh, very
And
good.
then we're right there. So what we'll do is we'll pull under the solar panels for a minute so that I can shut the stream down. If that works for you?
Yeah, they got parking lots with solar panels over top.
Yeah.
It's the first parking lot I ever went to that had that.
American Girl, it's spelled with a C. But yeah, thanks to Kathy for everything. I know it's hard to know. Some people use a C, some use a K. So this road's going to curve to the left up here, and then we're going to be shortly turning onto Hospital Road, and then we'll be going under the solar panels. So guys, we're roughly a mile out, so we're going to be turning the live stream off shortly, because we're going to have to get ready to jump out of the car and go get our seats. I'll actually have to scoot my way in so I don't mess up my foot. So that'll be fun.
It's field hockey. Princeton versus Rutgers.
Go Tigers! So hopefully we can pull out the W today.
Is this the turn? Or are we too soon? It seems too soon.
0.3. It's not this one. It's gonna be the next one though. I'm sure it's gonna be marked because it goes to the hospital as well. Because they have a big hospital up here.
Do we go past the hospital?
Not before we turn, no.
The rain has lightened up a little bit, which is good.
Yeah. It's very good. You have to 79% on your phone, so that's better. Much better. Megan Girl says, have fun. We'll try. Hopefully it all works out.
This is it.
Yep, this is it. Welcome to the land of solar panels.
Keeps your car cool.
Yeah, it's nice in the summer.
It's kind of wasted space. Might as well use it overhead for generating some power rather than heating up the interior of your car.
Yep. American Girl says, "Go Tigers!"
I guess I can go over one more, looking ahead,
Yeah.
trying to figure out where I'm at.
You might be able to, but this is fine. Working on packing up everything.
Yeah, I guess we can get over to the other lot then. Looks like that gets us a little closer.
I don't expect any issues.
I guess these connect up there to the left.
Just pull in, I guess, underneath the solar panels. That way we can grab our umbrellas without getting wet, or as wet. Yeah.
Park on this side. You don't get dripped on. In the middle, it drips.
Yeah, look at those solar panels, guys. Isn't that kind of cool? It's kind of cool. I remember the one time we were here long ago on the sunny side, and it's like, it's kind of neat seeing solar panels.
I only remember being here once before, and it was also raining.
I don't know. Well, I guess it was Google Maps we drove by then, that it was sunny. So, alright guys, we're going to end the stream. We made it to Rutgers. Hopefully we'll pull out a W. The game starts in about 30 minutes, so assuming we don't have a lot of long video referrals and a lot of corners, theoretically the game should be over by 1:30. But we'll see. I'll update you guys on Facebook if it goes long. But we'll definitely come live once we get come back out. I don't know if they're doing a tailgate or anything today with the rain and everything, with them having to drive back. I don't know. We'll see what happens, but we'll be back in the afternoon at some point. So have a good rest of your morning or evening, depending where you are in the world. And thanks for riding along this rainy morning. Have a good one, guys. John says, here at Perth, there at Perth, LOL. You have a good one, John. We'll see you later.